Was Teddy born here?
Yeah, she was born here, yeah.
Were you actually at the Hello Teddy moment? Were you there for the birth?
Yes, I was.
Were you down the business end?
Yeah, I was.
Well done,
It was like my favourite pub burning down. Yeah.
Very little tread left on that tyre.
Have you rebuilt her?
We haven't bothered rebuilding it yet. Because there might be another one on the way.
Yeah.
You don't want to go about it twice.
Yes. I think it's best to live with the ruins for now.
Yeah.
This feels like overhearing something at a doctor's surgery.
We'll just live with that, shall we? We'll just live with it.
Charles, can I just have which camera? Sorry, Ida.
Yes, I'm sorry too,
You have
actually.
the beautiful food.
Yeah. It's funny. Robbie did the radio last Saturday and he was going, I say things I shouldn't on chat shows. And I was going, no, you'll be fine.
I'm always terrified because I always end up having to apologise to somebody or send a bunch of flowers to somebody. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever offended somebody and then sent them flowers?
I've never sent flowers. I've sent letters.
Handwritten?
Yeah.
And how was it taken?
Never really heard again. But I felt like I'd done the right thing after you'd done the bad thing.
Same question to you.
Yeah, I've done terrible, terrible things.
A lot.
Yeah, I think flowers is the way forward. I think otherwise, I mean, just send, you know, put some dog through the letterbox and just. The other way to go is just to burn that bridge entirely and go, well, there's no coming back from that.
I bet you've never...
I've always offended people. I've offended entire cities and towns.
Oh,
I offended the Isle of Man. I
Arnold
the bloody
Schwarzenegger
Isle of
minutes ago.
Wight.
Oh.
Yes!
Do you know what?
Constantly writing letters.
Do you know what I did
The Isle of
once?
Man?
Yes, I offended the Isle of Man, I think it was.
How?
I was on Craig.
Was it something about
Ferguson,
inbreeding?
and I did... It wasn't, actually. It was about... I think it was about whipping homosexuals on the beach or shooting Scotsmen or something. And I had to write a letter of apology, and I got a nice letter back from the council of the Isle of Man inviting me over.
Oh,
They might have had something in mind. It's all right.
I imagine a wicker man on the beach waiting for you.
yes.
I was on stage, can't remember where it was, Stuttgart. It was somewhere that Hitler had done all his speeches from.
Yeah.
80,000 people in front of me, and you sort of have a... Yeah, right?
Robbie, live in Nuremberg.
Yeah. It was Nuremberg! It was Nuremberg! It was!
Of course it was Nuremberg.
Of course! Yeah, go on.
Anyway, so when you're singing, you can be singing, but also at the same time you can be having a bit of dialogue with yourself. Words come out, performance happens. Sometimes when you're that comfortable, you're going, check them out. She's fit. Look at her boobs. Oh, she's seen you looking at the boobs. It's OK, you're Robbie, look at them. She likes it. You're being bawdy. You know, that kind of stuff. And then to this particular time, there's like 80,000 people in front of me, and I'm singing Angels or whatever it is. And in the back of my mind, I went, look at these lot. They really like me. I really like them, too. That's amazing, you know, because we're brought up with the German thing, and my grandma used to have a Jerry under the bed that she peed in, and now look at all of these lot loving me, and I love them. It's fantastic here. I'll show them my appreciation after I've finished singing this song. This is all going on while I'm singing, and then Angel's finished, and I go, Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles.
Wessel song.
and 80,000 people booed me.
Well, it's a good thing they booed. It would have been worse if they'd gone, finally, a leader. That would have been...
But an international incident nearly occurred.
Wow.
Where would
That's
we
a
be
great
without a sense of
story.
humour?
Well,
Germany.
Now, Listen, Paul, obviously we're going to talk about your book, but we just have to talk about the new TV show. Well, it's finished now. For the Love of Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
That was a... Oh.
Well, look, Graham, you're watching me playing. I wasn't working. I'd go in every day and I'd have a ball. You know, that was it. Being puppies, and I'd take my Carmine out, the boxer who I was in love with.
But no, but this is you in Bannister Dog's home. And
Yeah.
is it true you had it written into your contract you couldn't take a dog home?
I said I'd do the job. I said, providing, you know, you say you cannot take a dog home. It's illegal to take a dog. No, hang on, you don't know what I'm like. You know, I'd be coming out with puppies under my coat and all sorts of... So I thought, because I've got enough animals, I've got 3 dogs anyway, and I thought, I can't have another one. Anyway, I did fall at the final post, and I got a puppy.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, he's lovely, Eddie. Oh. He's a Jack Chi.
Jack Chi.
A Chihuahua Jack Russell cross, or a Chi Jack or whatever, but he's a cracking little fella.
Oh, there's him there. Oh!
And he's as hard as nails, you know.
Oh, I bet, yeah, Jack Russell's hard.
Oh.
We've got a Jack Russell, we've got
They always
8
think they're
dogs.
bigger than
Wait,
us.
hey, you'll see your 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks he's a
Hey.
Rottweiler.
Hey.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Jack Russell,
Yeah.
she's in
there.
charge of everybody. We have a wolf as well. We've got a wolf called Sid. But the Jack Russell, little baby, she's only tiny.
yeah.
She runs.
But
the house.
he goes in with the pigs. You know, I've got 8 pigs,
yeah.
so he flies in amongst the
I've got
pigs.
9 pigs.
Oh, right. Have you got 9 pigs?
I've got 9 pigs.
I had 12 pigs, but I gave the others away. And then one died. Oh, my Evangeline. Cost me a fortune, honestly.
Is it true, the thing about you, that they all sleep in the bed?
pigs?
Yeah.
It is amazing you're a father. Like, so they all pile in the bed?
Well, yeah, they're not over here yet. They're all coming over. They're all coming over soon. And, yeah, in the past, we have been known to actually have to get out of our bed, leave the bed to the dogs, and go into another room to go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. There's been 8 dogs on and in and around the bed.
No,
And is it true the thing about building the steps?
Oh, we've got doggy steps. Yeah, have you got doggy steps?
No, mine do flying
For your
leaps.
Oh, right.
Yeah, mine do. They'll shoot up about 6 in the morning normally across me face.
when they get older and the hips start
lift them down.
Have you not seen these doggy steps?
No, Robbie, I can't. Listen, Robbie, I've already got a swing on the ceiling. I can't have steps. No, it's fabulous.
And obviously, you know, inspiration for songs comes from all over the place, you know, things. But there's one track on here that I think most people wouldn't assume was inspired by your new baby son.
Yeah. I wrote a song about my daughter and it's called Go Gentle.
That's beautiful.
Thank you very much. And it's definitely a sort of loving, I'm having a daughter. So I decided to write a song for him. It's called Mother.
Can't stop the feeling.
It can be the first dance at his wedding.
Yeah.
So now that you know, here you are, the 11th album, and, you know, happily married, you've got your children now. But over the years, I mean, fans, you must have had kind of some wild fan encounters. Like, what is the maddest thing a fan has given you or done or whatever?
Herpes. Justin knows she can't get it twice. So, I'll get in a lot of trouble for telling this story.
Ooh.
Okay. So
It's not too late to back out.
It is. Shut up.
Sorry.
I mean,
Go.
Okay. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling this, but I will. So back in the day, I was renting a castle, right?
Of course you were.
Yeah. Because that's my life. I was renting a castle, and we were renting it to rehearse in for a tour. And I was in this big room in this castle. I'd gone to sleep, and I'd woke up, and I was lying on my bed, and I was cognizant, and I was awake, but I hadn't opened my eyes yet. And I was getting more and more confused because I could swear there was somebody in my room, and I could swear that they were sort of tidying up or cleaning or something. And sure enough, I opened my eyes, and there was a lady at the bottom of the bed. Now, and she could have been anywhere from 28 to 58. And she got this headset on, and it had got a sellotape on, and the lead went down to a cassette player. Now, we were way in the days of CDs at this time, and I was like, wow, this situation's really odd, but you just woke up, so you don't really know what's going on. And she looks at me, and I look at her, and I went, all right? And she went, all right. And she looked on the floor where my underpants were, and she went, Calvin Klein's? And I went, yeah. She went, I'm like, OK, this is definitely really weird. And she went, have you got Morning Glory? And this is back in the day when I used to have Morning Glory. So I was like, yeah. He says, I'll you off. Right? So I'm a creative fella, and I'm really young. I can close my eyes and pretend it's somebody else. So I was like, yeah, go on then. So anyway, she does the dirty deed, and it's confusing, and I felt defiled. And off she went on her merry way. And that night, I was with the lady that ran the castle. It was her job to run the castle. I said, you know what? I said, your cleaner's weird. And she said, what do you mean? I said, the cleaner that came in today, she's weird. She said, we don't have cleaners on a Wednesday. It's just somebody that had walked in off the street with a feather duster, come up and give me a and then left. But not only that, cut to, like, 3 years later, I'm with my band, and I'm like, and it was just a lady that had come up, give me a and left. And my guitarist went, no. That's Maureen from the pub. She said she did that, but nobody believed her.
Too soon? No, my friend. Too late. Right. That is... I mean, that's the best thing. We can all go home. That's the best thing.
Does anybody else
just on my President Obama stuff?
I'll give you the address of the castle. Maureen will definitely come and visit you.
I have to say, we love having you on the show, Robbie Williams.
Thank you very much.
We love, because you always tell great stories. But do the people who love you, your friends and family, are they sitting at home now sort of terrified of what stories you're going to tell?
Yeah, they are. And I'd like to apologise to all of my family, my wife, and all of the celebrities I'm about to off.
Well, no, because your wife, I think your wife, Ida, was she genuinely upset after you told the story about her giving birth?
Yeah, she was genuinely upset, yeah. Because I said at the birth of our first child, Teddy, I said that because I was in the delivery room and the head was coming through, and it reminded me, well, I thought it was like my favourite pub burning down. I'm delighted to discover that she's opened an off-licence round the back. with the second child.
Oh, it's going to be a quiet Christmas at the Williams house. Now, before we get to the book, I have to say, now, you know everyone on the couch, but have you met Pink in the flesh before?
We've met before,
once, yeah.
once in Los Angeles, and Pink's we've got a mutual friend, and her mutual friend got hold of me on email and said, Pink wants to talk to you. It's all right if I give her your email? And I'm like, yeah, please do. Very excited to find out what Pink wants. And then you sent an email back, and it was sort of like, I'm not making Edna Taylor this. I don't understand it at all. And there was, like, several emails before you were like, wait, are you Robbie the chef? No, I'm Robbie the Williams. But
What were you saying to him?
I think I was asking him about salmon. I don't know.
I tried my best to understand. Yeah, but we laughed.
And they are amazing stories, but obviously they're not... You're not the only person in the book. Did you contact other people? Like, for instance, Jerry Halliwell, did you ring her and say, is it OK if I put that story about?
No, I haven't done that.
No, she doesn't come out of it badly. It's just...
She doesn't. She doesn't come out of it badly.
No. So
no.
You were dating at the time?
Well, we were dating. We were friends, and, you know... And I used to have this flat in Notting Hill, and the window was... It was quite public. It was quite a public flat, and I'd be watching the TV, and a bus would pull up, and it'd be the top deck, and they'd just be like watching Robbie Williams watch the television every 20 minutes. And that particular evening, Jerry was around at the flat, and I don't know how, but 20 to 25 paparazzi were outside, and they were letting the flashlights go off like this, trying to get us to come to the window. And I thought, I'm going to phone the police and see what my rights are. I don't want to bother the police, but I'd like to know, because this is weird. And the policeman came around, and I said, I'm really sorry to get you round, mate. I don't want to be a hindrance, but I've got all of these paparazzi, and I just want to know what my rights are. And the policeman goes, can I stop you? And I said, yeah. And he said, when you start out in your career, that's when you want the press, isn't it? But then when the press wants something from you, you don't like that, do you? And I'm thinking, oh, no. And I've got a policeman in my house and a Jerry Halliwell hiding in the cupboard right next to the policeman when he's having this conversation. And I'm like, oh, no, I've just got to get him out because I don't want to be told off, you know. And I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks for coming round. You're right, I'm sorry. Doff the cap, off he went. And I'm like, oh, Jerry, we can't do anything about the paparazzi, and we should get out of here. And I had the genius idea to put her in a hold-all. She's a very small person. And I literally put her in this duffel bag and put her over my shoulder. And like the paparazzi are all taking pictures, and I'm like, hi, guys. She had a car, and I put her in the boot of a car, right? Which is funny. When we got to the service station and I had a KFC, I could have let her out. I could have let her out, but you know, nature called, and I had to have that chicken. So, yeah, that was the moment Jerry Halliwell was putting a hold all in my house. It's in the book.
Am I right in thinking that you, formerly, Robbie Williams' bad boy, you weren't that big a Christmas fan?
I was more a New Year's Eve fan.
But now you're a dad and everything. Presumably that makes you Christmassy, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I was a kid and I loved it. Then I was a teenager and it was sort of euphoric and amazing. And then I did too much of that and then had to stop doing that. And then you're sort of left with all the blanks that you were filling in. And then Christmas is like sort of, you should be happy now, really, really happy. And you're just going, I'm not. And then you sort that out for however many years it takes to sort that out. Then you meet your wife, and then I meet your wife, which was weird.
I know.
And then
I had no use for her.
I met my wife, and she's just like a professional memory maker, and I've sort of been taken on this tidal wave of just incredible memories that she creates. Now we've got 3 kids, and I absolutely love it again. It's my favourite time of the year.
Oh, that's so cute. And yeah,
and I also like Easter, so I'm putting out an Easter record too.
What's the thing about that you've invented Christmas traditions? What's that about?
In America, our house is sort of like a British enclave, is it? Is that what you call it? It's just full of British people and then my extended American family. And we decided one day that we'd make up a tradition and fool our American family and friends. And it's called Break the Bread. And you have a baguette. And we say it's British, but the baguette's already French. You get, like, 2 American people to hold at either end. And then all the British people start going, break the bread, break the bread, break the bread. And then you get somebody to karate chop the pig, and then everybody goes, way! And everybody's drunk, and you completely forget about it until next Christmas when the Americans come round and they go, we're not going to break the bread?
That beautiful tradition.
Yeah.
It actually sounds quite fun.
Yeah.
I like to break bread. In Britain, previously, the record for the highest amount of #1 albums by a solo artist was held by Elvis Presley. So you can imagine about how many years he's held that record for. But no more. It is now Robbie Williams. It is, you know, like, that's one of those things. You can't shrug that off. That is an amazing statistic.
Yeah, but he won't stay dead. He just keeps coming back for more. Yeah, no, it's absolutely incredible. It all feels like a glitch in the Matrix. It really does, you know. It's like, yeah, it's one of those things where you go, well, I'm really pleased that it's happened to me, but I'm flabbergasted that it has, and these nice things keep happening to me. And it's, yeah, it's too much to take into consideration and go, yeah, it's me. I did that. I beat the Elvis. That's what I was thinking in Stoke when I was 15.
Yeah.
One day I'll beat the Elvis. Yeah, no, that's not
but
what I
you
was
did
thinking.
beat the Elvis, and I love, you know, that here you are, this huge star, but then you do spend time in LA, and I mean, am I right thinking you're less well known in LA?
Not known at all in LA. Yeah. I went to Craig's the other night. You know, Craig's.
Well,
yeah.
Did they take your picture?
Well, no, that was the thing. I get out the car, and there's like 10 paparazzi, and I'm like, and I open the door, and they all go, all of them, and it's like, and then it's really sad because, like, I'm in the car annoyed that there's bloody paparazzi there, and now I'm annoyed that they're not taking my picture. But then, right towards the end of me going in the door, one of them goes, Ronnie? And they all start going, Ronnie! Yeah, Ronnie.